Right-wing activists are working to suppress the vote all across the country. How? By filing something known as a voter challenge to question the voter registration of thousands of Americans and ultimately remove them and purge them from the voter rolls. And in places like Georgia, it's legal. Can you take a wild guess at the people who are disproportionately being impacted by these voter challenges?
After this Kroger in suburban Atlanta, make a quick left and you will find Master Barber James McWhorter holding court.
They giving it to him.
For 20 years, McWhorter used this barbershop as his mailing address. In October, the county sent him an unusual letter. His voter status was being challenged.
I had to put on my glasses just to make sure. You know, it said what it was saying.
McWhorter was told to respond or risk the cancellation of your voter registration.
Why would someone challenge my right to vote?
And who are some of these conservative activists who are challenging the right to vote? People like Gail Lee.
I think God has been leading me in this.
Gail Lee is a retiree who lives with her husband. She invited us to the back porch of her suburban DeKalb County home.
What is your feeling about who won the 2020 election?
I believe Donald Trump won the election.
Lee became convinced something was wrong with voting in Georgia, this despite 3 recounts confirming Trump's loss. Lee started scrutinizing voter rolls.
They are bloated unnecessarily.
Lee and other citizen sleuths devote hours each week to inspecting county rolls, looking for signs of what they suspect is rampant fraud, such as names that appear more than once or data suggesting a registrant is deceased.
I am requesting that these challenges brought before you today be removed from the list of electors.
Each challenge requires a hearing to decide if the voter will be stricken from registration rolls.
How many challenges have you filed?
I think it's only about 500.
She says only because some in her citizen network have challenged far more.
All in favor?
We found more than 80,000 challenges have been filed against Georgia voters since 2021, when the Republican-led legislature changed the law, allowing one citizen to challenge an unlimited number of voters.
And this isn't just limited to Georgia. It's happening in states all across the country and affecting thousands of voters.
CBS News obtained video of conservative activists strategizing how best to deploy voter challenges across the country.
And they're doing this in response to the lies of the election being stolen.
They truly believe that there is fraud in the system, which is just it's not true.
DeKalb County Election Board Chair Carly Swift told us the challenges instead identify administrative errors and technical violations that shouldn't deprive citizens of their right to vote. Her staff has spent hundreds of hours dealing with voter challenges that she said so far tend to target the same demographic categories.
And it's young voters, it's people of color, and it's people that are unhoused.
It took a toll.
And Republican politicians in many states are passing laws that make it easier to challenge voters and that ultimately impact real people and real voters. They're passing solutions to problems that don't exist. This is their strategy because Republicans cannot win on policy. And if a voter doesn't take action or respond once their vote has been challenged, they can lose their voter registration. So when we're telling you that Republicans are trying to suppress the vote ahead of the 2024 election, you don't have to take my word for it, because Gail and many like her are telling you so.